Hey everybody, Kelly here. It is Tuesday, March 22nd. Time is 9 a.m. So I have a little bit of time here. And I wonder if I'm going to have to close this blind too. As you see, the sun is shining. The sun is shining. This road is winding. Is that better? That's a little bit better. Okay. So I wanted to record a card pull from my Crystal Mandala Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. And I have the strangest setup, and yes, I'm in my bed, on my bed, whatever. Let's see if I can do it a little bit better. There we go. How's that? That's a little bit better. Hoping it doesn't fall. That would be awful. Drinking some coffee out of the cutest, newest mug I bought myself. It is a mason jar mug. Look at these cute details. Look at the details. There we go. Focus on the details. The details. No. Go back to the mug. It's heavy and it's hot. Okay, now I can go back to me. Sorry. So, I have not recorded any card pulls from my Crystal Mandala, I can't talk. Crystal Mandala Oracle deck, just simply because there's never really been a moment when I've been ready to. And today I'm ready to. And usually I'm in a moment of I guess you could say distress, being very upset, crying, just things like that. Today's not that day. So I just want to pull a card from this deck. I will share with you my thoughts. And I have this beautiful journal, Celebrate Every Day. Boop. Take a look at it. There we go. Celebrate Every Day. And this really cool pen I got from Sage Goddess, crystallized pen, that has little chips of my brain is so broken. Just white crystals, white crystals. Anyways, and I use that to journal every single time I do a card pull. So starting March 7th, which was when I got the card deck, the Oracle deck, on the 3rd of March. And I began journaling on March 7th. So as you can see, every day, not every single day, but I would journal about it. So, and journal what card I pulled or what I was asking. And then the card I pulled, which was the answer I received from the guides. So I'm just going to read you the back of the box. That'll explain a little bit about it. This unique oracle deck is encoded with crystal frequencies and the high vibrational energy of angels, ascended masters, and goddesses to empower you to channel the divine healing power of heaven and earth. In this stunning standalone deck, you will work with the vibrant crystal mandalas by Jane Marin, as featured in Alana Fairchild's popular books Crystal Angels 444, Crystal Masters 333, and Crystal Goddesses 888. Alana shares loving spiritual guidance from the angels, masters, and goddesses to help you integrate the frequencies of the crystals and higher beings that are featured in each of the cards. The crystal angels will help you heal your body, mind, and soul. The crystal masters will help support your spiritual growth and help you successfully pass through spiritual tests and initiations. The crystal goddesses will empower you to embody your spirit and express your soul purpose in the world. That is very, very true. I'm telling you right now. 100%. This powerful deck will enhance your connection to the sacred worlds of higher beings and crystal energy, opening your heart to divine beauty and empowering your soul with love and consciousness. Loving consciousness. And that is so true. So, without further ado, I've had a very, very, very rough time this last week. You could say the last 2 to 3 weeks maybe, and I was communicating with a gentleman online on on Instagram. He messaged me first, and so of course I began chatting with him. He was a handsome fellow, and it seemed okay. I initially asked him the reason, why did you message me? Why did you want to speak with me? And so I went from there, and it turned out he seemed to me to be a very controlling individual. He seemed a bit of a narcissist, and he also seemed like he didn't understand what he was saying. He told me he's from another country. He's from Argentina. And it just didn't sit well with me and didn't resonate with me. And he got upset with me for something very trivial and ridiculous. And then it just kind of went downhill from there. And we were only chatting on my computer. We had never met. He had pushed and pushed and pushed for us to speak over the phone, but I resisted and refused. And I told him I wasn't ready for that. Then, he, of course, wanted to speak on the phone. And I said, I'm not ready for that yet either. We need to talk through Messenger, through whatever platform we were utilizing, and ask questions about each other and get to know each other. Problem was, he was asking questions of me, and I would answer and speak truthfully. However, he would not answer my questions, and it was as if he was avoiding them. And then he would give me this almost like a life story at some point, from a few different vantage points, but they were as if they were scenes from a movie. And finally, he ended up making me cry, and I was very frustrated, and I ended up just deleting him. Sorry. Lips are dry. This is a Winky Lux, and it's lip oil. Cute, huh? Can it look at it? Winky Lux. Doesn't want to. Anyway, sorry. It's hard to do when I can't see what I'm doing. And so I just ended up blocking him and refusing any further contact because he said so many strange things and it never made sense. And then I had a anxiety attack. I had PTSD resurface while I was driving after bringing my kids back from, just resituating here a little bit. After taking my kids back to their dad, on the drive home, I had PTSD resurface, and I had an anxiety and panic attack on my drive home, and I had a good big ugly cry for 10 minutes while I was driving, and it was really, really, really tough. And I think it was brought up by this man because he reminded me a lot of my ex-husband, his traits and his the things that he was doing and saying, and it was really, really rude and awful, and just I couldn't couldn't do it. You know, and so it just kind of brought about those emotions and those feelings. And I was able to talk myself down, but for the rest of that day and most of the day yesterday, I was very, very out of it and floating on a cloud. And I just cried and yelled out to God and Goddess and my spirit guides and spirit ancestors and said, why aren't you helping me? What's the problem? You know, you said seek you for help. I'm seeking you for help, and I'm having a problem and you're not here for me. What's going on? You know, and it was very tough, very rough. So today, for this Crystal Mandala Oracle, I seek what they want me to know now, what they'd like me to focus on now. What can I do? You know, I usually try and keep it simple. I try not to get too wild and crazy. These cards are really beautiful. I just try and keep it kind of simple. I don't want anything like crazy. Whoops, they're falling apart. But I was so upset. I mean, I couldn't bring myself to even pull a card because I wasn't in a place, I wasn't in a area, a phase, anything to be able to do that. So I'd like to do that now. And so I'm just going to take a moment. I apologize. It may seem slow to some of you. But this is just how I communicate with my spirit guides and my spirit ancestors and God, which is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And my goddess, Bastet, who is a woman in the form of a cat. So give me just a moment here as I place the deck to my heart and communicate. Okay. So I called in God, called in Goddess, I called in my spirit guides, I called in my spirit ancestors. I let them know that I'm feeling excuse me, coffee. Excuse me. A bit lost. That everything that's happened over the past, I think it's been 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, that there's something for me to learn about, something I need to learn. So I asked for them to show me what it is, to please show me so that I can learn, because, and I am not opposed to learning anything. I love to learn new things. And so I asked for them to point it out to me so that I may learn. So now I'm going to lay my cards out in front of me. I use the little table. This might be tricky. Last time I think I just kind of split the deck apart, but these cards don't like lay out. I don't have a way to lay out the cards. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of spread them out a little bit with between my left and my right hand. Spread them out. Then I feel the warmth of the cards with my right hand, my dominant hand. And then I'm going to find one that feels warm to me, and that's one I'll choose. Okay. I intuitively chose a card. So I'm going to put the rest in the box. Now what I do when I find my card is I put it between the palms of my hands. I don't know what the card is. I haven't looked at it yet. I just feel the warmth of the card. I hold it and I think about it. And I also pour my intentions into the card. Wow. This card is really, really warm. Okay, time to do the card reveal. Card number 34, Ascended Master Merlin and Mystery... I cannot read. Number 34, Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. Pretty sure I don't have that stone. Read the energy. Yeah, because the energy around me hasn't been good. And I did do a cleansing of the house, but maybe I didn't do it right. I need to do a sage cleansing, maybe. Crystal Masters 333. So here is the card. It's beautiful, isn't it? And this deck comes with this beautiful book. So we're going to look up card number 34. Wow, it's already at 9:20. Would you like me to read it to you? I will. I will. I will. I will. I'm sideways. The video is sideways, so I feel... So when I look and I see my eyes, I'm like looking down, but I should be looking up. Sorry, I needed to keep it plugged in, so... Alright, let's do this. Oh, but I do have some stones. Is this selenite? Oh, how pretty that is. And is this shungite? It's the... I forget. But it's shaped like a heart. I wanted the one shaped like a heart. And then I have this, which I don't even remember what it's called. Isn't that gorgeous? So maybe we should hold the power of this one. I don't remember what it's called right now. When I find out, I'll add it in the link or add it to the bio info in the video. So I'm going to add this to the energy of the card. I'm going to stick it right in the middle. So, children, now it's reading time. Sit down and get comfortable. Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite, read the energy. We bring you the blessing of reading the energy. We affirm that you have the ability to read energy accurately, and we encourage you to apply your gifts. You don't have to be in control of the inflow of divine information. When a message or insight comes to you naturally, this is best. Simply being open and receptive as you intend to read the energy of the person, place, or situation at hand is enough. Whether you have been reading energetically for years or are just beginning your journey in interpreting energetic information, we are here to assist you in becoming confident and trusting in your perceptive abilities. This is perfect. Do you understand that this is absolutely perfect? I read into this man's energies. They were wrong. They were harsh. They were mean. They were abusive. They were conceited. They were obsessive. They were narcissistic. And I dropped him like, I maybe held on a little bit too long just to kind of see. But my perceptive abilities are there. And I got them. Even though he got to me, I got him and dropped him. This oracle comes to you with a message that your perceptive abilities are a key part of your life purpose and divine life's work. Developing, relying upon, and honoring what you sense energetically is helpful for your life journey as it assists you in making good choices, in parentheses, and is helpful for others who can benefit from your ability to see what they may not as yet be able to consciously recognize. When you share your perception from a place of unconditional love, non-judgment, and genuine compassion, your reflections can help others gain awareness and insight, which they can then use to empower themselves, overcome fear, and move more wholly into love. This is of benefit to all. When this oracle comes to you, it is being suggested that you learn to read between the lines. I'm pretty damn good at that, honestly. This means listening for the truth behind the words that others use. Bingo. It means to look for the truth in actions. It also means, yes. It also means to be open to what you feel or sense or somehow just know, even if it doesn't seem to match appearances, perhaps especially then. And that, I'm telling you right now, is 1,000,000% true. And I'm so good at that. Not to just brag, but I am. I am so good at that. Ask my best friend Monica. Just ask her. If you want more information about a situation, person, or decision you need to make or have already made to know the best way to go when faced with various options, then this oracle brings you guidance. The oracle says that the information you need is right before you in the energetic field. Trust yourself. Tune in. You can find out what you need by reading the energy. Although you may feel you want a conclusive answer to a larger issue, all you really need is to know what to do next. By tuning into your feelings and trusting, you can sense the next step that feels best for you. As you continue to work in that way, tuning into what feels best, taking a step, then tuning in again, proceeding one step at a time in trust. You don't need a blinding vision of truth to proceed. You are already proceeding. In this way, you allow yourself to be guided by the energy. Even in a situation that seems very confusing, you can move one step at a time towards the resolution. You don't have to see how each step is going to add up to the final resolution. You just need to take each step. To do this, ask yourself what your choices are at this moment. Remember that sometimes a choice is to wait until you feel inwardly moved and inspired to act. Then you ask yourself how each choice feels. Go through your options one at a time. What feels good? What feels fearful? What feels like it gives rise to anxiety? What feels like it has a pull to it? What is drawing your energy forward? And what would diminish your energy, putting you down? Plants don't need logical understanding to be able to reach for the light. It is an instinct. You have the same natural instinct to be attracted to the light, to what will nurture and nourish you, to the best choices for you. When intellectual reasoning and logic is not giving you the certainty you need, you can tap into the instructive intuition within you and source wisdom instead. This is what you can access when you read the energy. You are also being asked to apply this talent for reading energy to yourself to learn how to more skillfully meet your needs. The more you are able to care for yourself, the more Spirit can ask of you, the more you can give, and the more you can receive. To step up on your life journey requires that you go deeper into mastery of self-care. Yes. This may require more attention for you than others may need. The spiritual journey brings much joy, but asks a lot of body, mind, and soul to grow and transform. Those of you who have grown a lot on your path already will know that evolution can be very demanding. As you tap into the complexity and wonder of your being, you'll notice you have many and varied needs for rest, for light, for time to hibernate in solitude, for sleep, for staying out late and socializing, for fun and lightness of spirit, and for depth and meaning. You'll need an outlet for your creative energy, for your mental energy, for your physical energy, and your spiritual energy. If one of these energetic flows feels blocked, you won't feel good. As you learn to get to know your own needs and what suits you and what doesn't suit you so well, you'll be increasing your ability to read your own energy in a refined way, as well as learning how to better heal and restore yourself on a regular basis. This empowers you to be a more attentive friend, partner, healer, manager, parent, guide, and so on, as well as a better caretaker of you. Here is the healing process. I need a drink. It's coffee. Just coffee. You can't see what it is. So here is the healing process. To integrate this guidance, you may like to say this invocation now. And you can say it with me. I'll say it slowly so that you can repeat after me. I call upon the crystal angel of mystic Merlinite and ascended master Merlin who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of reading the energy. I ask that my full ability to read interpret and perceive energetic material be opened through divine mercy and through divine mercy and unconditional love for my highest good. May I trust in what I perceive and know deep in my being when my perception is clear and accurate. May I trust in the truth of my own feelings and be courageous enough to take step after step as the loving universe guides me on my life journey. Through divine compassion and my own free will, so be it. If you wish to further integrate this guide, hold the oracle card, which I know you don't have the oracle card, but you can just hold your hands in prayer. If you wish to further integrate this guidance, hold the oracle card with mandala image facing inwards at your third eye chakra, at your forehead, slightly above the point between the eyebrows. Relax and breathe in and out several times. So I do this. Okay. Then say aloud, I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime. And through all layers of my entire being to release any fear I have ever held about seeing energy, spiritual truths, or other realities beyond this physical world. I forgive and release myself and all others connected to me now from any wounding, belief system, or memory connected to my ability to see and read energy. I choose to accept my gifts of inner sight and the wisdom in my own instincts and intuition, and allow myself to perceive inner truths clearly, neutrally, and with calm certainty. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. Now here's another time. It has me hold the oracle card flat between my palms so I can place my hands in prayer position with the oracle card between them. Now, you may have these oracle cards, you may not. But you may just hold your hands in a prayer position and bow your head while I say this last piece. May divine love open the inner eye and bring perfect insight that I may faithfully read the energy and serve truth. May all beginnings recognize whatever they need to take the next step on their divine life journey at the perfect time and in the perfect way, according to divine compassion and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding. So be it. Then the book states, you can finish your healing process with this affirmation said aloud 3 times. So now there's an affirmation I'm going to say aloud 3 times. I read the energy with my inner eye of love open. I tune in to my feelings and my instincts, and intuition tells me everything I need to know at exactly the time I need to know it. I read the energy with my inner eye of love open. I tune in to my feelings and my instincts, and intuition tells me everything I need to know at exactly the time I need to know it. I read the energy with my inner eye of love open. I tune in to my feelings and my instincts, and intuition tells me everything I need to know at exactly the time I need to know it. So there you have it. That was the reading for card number 34. Ascended Master Merlin and Mystic Merlinite. Read the energy. Beautiful, isn't it? So, that's how you do a card pull from the Crystal Mandala Oracle deck. And if you don't have a card, or if you do not have the crystal that it calls for, you can use any crystal of your choosing. And today I chose this one. So pretty. But I forget what it's called. If it's some sort of a moss agate or something like that. It's heavy, it's huge, it's beautiful. So that's the one that I used today. So if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you have any comments about it and about me pulling that oracle card based upon what you heard my thoughts were, my feelings, please give me your thoughts, ideas, comments, concerns, whether you liked it, whether you hated it, in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. And if you would like a reading, I'm still new to this, but I think I'm doing a pretty darn good job, and I'll give a reading for free because I want the experience. So hit me up. And today is Tuesday, March 22nd, 2022. Have y'all self a wonderful, fantastic day and make some wishes.